So you guys know how I'm not necessarily the most empathetic or sympathetic person in the world, but at least I'm trying to get better at it. Well, I had an experience with a customer who I had to kind of pass along to someone else to deal with because I really did not know what else to do, what else to try, how else to communicate it. But this is the story. I'm going to name this the health entitled people. The health entitled people are basically the ones who are going through something physical, in some cases, something emotional, but they just have a special need. And for some reason, because of that special need, wherever they go, they have this attitude that we have to open as many doors to them as possible. The way I feel, the way I interpret it, is that these people have a sense of being special. Special in the sense that because they have that need, they have that disgrace going on to them, we have an obligation to respond to it and accommodate them and make things right for them, almost like we owe them something. With that said, now I'm going to get to the meat of the story. I had someone come over to the desk and she was explaining how she has a ton of allergies, right? So, because she has a ton of allergies, there is only allegedly one kind of water that she's able to safely consume. It's a brand that I guess bottles up some kind of water that doesn't have any additives on it or any ingredients to it. You know how some companies will add like maybe a tad bit of salt or something? Well, she needs to have some kind of clean water, absolutely clean. I can't remember if it was some kind of spring water or if it was some kind of artesian still water. I sincerely cannot remember. This water comes in a glass, a bottle kind of thing, and she was saying that that's the only water that she can have, again, allegedly. And she is having a procedure on Saturday, and she was describing how for surgery prep, she needs to be well hydrated, something like that. Okay, no problem, not opposed to that. But for her disgrace, I told her that that water today, currently, is out of stock. And she knew it because when she came to the desk, to inquire about it. She was like, so there's this water that I really need because of everything that I just described. And she was saying, it's out of stock, it seems, but I was wondering if you could check if you have some extra in the back. We didn't. And she was like, well, when do you get some more in? And I was like, well, we should get some more in during our next shipment. Not a guarantee, but you can expect for it to arrive within 2 days. Say that would be either Friday or maybe Saturday morning. But remember, she has her procedure on Saturday. And then she goes, well, in the event that you find some of the water, can you save some for me? Even one bottle would be fine. However, lately we have been cracking down on having random items just lying around in our backstock. We're not supposed to. It's for loss prevention, waste prevention, and on top of that, it's a matter of safety too. You don't want to have just product lingering around. Everything that we receive, we try to put out, and we don't try to really keep much backstock. It is rare that we have backstock on much of anything, really. So I explained that to her. I said, look, the most we could do for you is to place some kind of order to where we can order your own special little pack. Say, if you're looking for this brand of water and it is sold by 12 quantity, when we order it, say 12 of these bottles come in a box, then you're gonna have to commit to buying all 12 of them when they come in. We cannot order this case and only pull out one bottle and that's all you want to buy, and then we keep that back stock. We can't do that. But anyway, this is where she got crazy in my eyes. She started saying, but you should, because it's really a need that I have, and I cannot have any other kind of water, and you're honestly my last hope, because I don't think I've seen this water being sold anywhere else. Have you seen this water sold anywhere else? Do you know where else I could find it? Preferably for me to have by tomorrow, and this and that. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. Stop. The most I can do for you is assist you on matters pertaining to this store, this company, this place. It is not my responsibility for me to get on Google and do your homework. I shouldn't have to be there jogging my memory, being like, yeah, I saw something. No, that's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to respond to you when it comes to what I can do for you here, what we have, inform you, and that's it. But you all come to these places, you will be coming to customer service, and you think that I have the power of the military at my disposal to deploy and get this stuff just done. Seriously, where is this attitude coming from? Like, I get it, you have a special circumstance, you're struggling with something, your health is on the line, whatever it is, but don't use that to reinforce why you need or want something. Because we are a business. I'm not going to say I don't care, because you're a human being. I can understand what it's like to have a need, but there's a part of me that's like, I don't care what the circumstance is. I have gone as far with you as I can. And no, we cannot just pull one aside for you to come in and schedule your pickup, because that's just not something that we're allowed to do. And there's a good reason why we're not allowed to do that. And there's a ton of people in the day who would try to do that, and we had to say no to them. We had to reject them. Most of them had no issue with the information that we gave them, which is the same information that we're telling you. But for some reason you want me to accommodate you and break the rules for you. If I do that for you, I'll have to do that for everybody, and I'm telling you that we don't do that at all. Take the loss, be okay with it, consult your doctor and see if you can come up with another solution. If they have heard of something else that works or something that they can recommend, but don't come to my store thinking that we're gonna be prepared to handle your specific case. We say we can't do it, we can't do it. We say we don't have it, we don't have it. Get a move on with your life, because the time that you're spending arguing with me, you could be spending relaxed, finding this information elsewhere. But I hate that. Ultimately, I don't even remember what we did for her, but I had to call one of my supervisors over, and he literally said almost verbatim the exact stuff that I said. But he ended up going to that department's manager and talking it up with him, and I'm not sure what kind of arrangement they arrived at, if any. But stop going to places and asking for special shit. If we tell you something, then just take the information and leave. It is incredibly difficult to survive at work these days. Don't make it harder. And if you're going to make it harder, at least be informed. Have your information ready. Have a backup plan. Don't start breaking down in our presence. We're not saviors. We just aren't. So I wanted to share that and hear what you guys have to say. Does it make sense what I'm saying about how I feel like people have a complex of your special needs? So we have to do extra for you. We have to do our best to like help you out. I get it. You're a member of the community. You deserve to do well and survive. You deserve to have support in that regard and stuff, but you do your part. Cooperate. If we say that your request is going too far, it just is. But do you guys see where I'm coming from? Do you see why I feel that way? It's like, I want to care. Like, as a human being, I can feel your desperation, your need, whatever. But also understand me as a worker and a representative of this place. We have rules. At that point, you're not caring about me. You're not taking care of me either. Accommodating you will have a risk, will have a cost. What about me too? I don't like to recur to whataboutisms. Once we tell you that, what about us? I feel like you are being selfish. Even though you're the sick person, you're supposed to be the victim here. When you don't accept the information we're giving you, I think you're the selfish person. And I think you're the problematic person. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, hear what you guys have to say, and maybe one of you can help me do better or process that better. It doesn't mean that I'll have the power to change the rules where I work, but maybe my way of thinking. Because at that moment, when someone becomes selfish, I get selfish too. I'm like, this is not about you, and I can show you why it's not about you. No matter how much of a victim you think you are, all of us are victims of something one way or another. So no, you're not special. Because if you think you're special, I know that I am special too. If you have special circumstances, and I can prove how my circumstances make me special too. But I'm not going to compete against you because I actually don't have an issue with being told no. But you do. I just want to hear what you guys have to say, if it makes sense.